Hello Internet, James Allen from Out of 8, and today I'm playing third-person medieval action game War of the Roses, where you take a soldier and try to stab other people in the face. First off, there is a quote-unquote training mode that is absolutely terrible. When you select it, it doesn't tell you what the on-screen prompts will be for either of these maps. The AI is very substandard. It's very confusing what's going on, so I'm not even going to torture you by starting a game there. The real meat of the game is in multiplayer, so we'll jump right into a match. The server browser is functional, makes it pretty easy to find games here. We'll see if we can jump into one here. There's two main modes of play. There's Conquest, where you have to capture points on the map, and then Deathmatch. That is just standard Deathmatch here. So you pick a team. I always do auto join. You start out with these top 3 classes. I'm going to kind of run through all of them, and then I'll show you the 2 custom ones that I did. So you start off with the guy with the shield. You join a squad. You can spawn on the squad leader here. This method is pretty unfair, I think, because a lot of this is about, you know, having 2-on-1 battles against people, and it's kind of unfair to kind of spawn in the middle of the chaos. Alright, as you can see there, here's an elimination. Very gruesome. Alright, let me talk about, I'll spawn a little bit further away and actually talk about the game first before we get into the chaos of battle here. So I'll choose the foot minigun, but we'll actually spawn way over here. So you spawn. What you do in order to attack is you hold down the left mouse button, and depending on which way you point the mouse, it swings from different directions, up, down, or left or right. And then you can do the same thing with block. You hold down block and then hold down the, you know, the direction you want to block from. And then that's how combat's done. I don't really care for it because, as you can see, by doing that, it changes your view and it just makes it very confusing to start out with. So we'll try to join some battles here. You can see that the battles are very chaotic. There seems to be friendly damage, I think, although I've never actually killed anybody on my team, but if you kind of swing haphazardly, you can give damage to people on your team. So there's a damage there. You get coins and experience every time you make an attack or kill somebody. That can be spent later to unlock stuff, and I'll show you what that's about. When you get knocked down, you're not actually out. You can get revived by friendly units, or you can get eliminated with that first-person kind of view by a member of the opposing team. So it's really just a matter of, do you think people are going to be able to revive you or not? And taking a look around, the people on my team are blue, and I don't think they're going to be able to revive me, so I'll just respawn here. We'll show off a couple of the other classes here. Here's the crossbowman. And we'll actually spawn kind of far off here. The deal with the crossbowman is he has to spend time reloading his weapons. There we go. So you hold down the right mouse button, and then there's a little mini game when those things line up. You can speed up the reload process a little bit. So let's see if we can get this. The counter action of that is that this is a lot more accurate. So we'll see if we can get somebody here. That's kind of standing still. Come on, move out of the way. And I got him. Oh. You can actually hold down the attack button indefinitely, which is a little unrealistic. I think you do get tired, as I'll show it, when you do the archer class. You can get tired and lose accuracy. I'm just going to respawn here so he can't execute me. We'll skip the longbowman. I never really do the ranged classes. So here in a similar manner, you hold down the right mouse button to kind of aim. And then when the thing's at the top, there we go. But when you hold it too much, then you kind of lose accuracy there. So that's the end of that match. In between matches, you can upgrade your character. And this is where I'll kind of show off the character upgrade attributes of it. Eventually you unlock... you can't actually change anything with the first classes, but eventually you unlock the ability to mess with other classes. So I made one with the sword and one with a spear. So with the sword, you can pick perks. You can pick one perk for each category. Since I'm not an archer, I picked the man-at-arms. Here, let me go back to that one. And then you can pick two kind of attributes to that. I picked more damage to shield and breaking the blocks because I play pretty offensively. And the same thing with defensive. You can either get better armor or shields. I'm kind of waiting for the surgeon thing to unlock, which decreases time it helps you bandage. And then movement, you can buy a horse. Most of the maps aren't really designed for horses anyway. Stuff like that. And also with your main weapons, this is the guy with the sword. So you can choose your fighting style. So like this one gives you more damage but slows your swing speed. So I'll actually purchase that. And then you can pick the type of steel it's made out of. You know, decrease your health. And then the type of edge grind. So there's a lot of options here. And things honestly take pretty short amount of time to unlock. You know, it's only taken a couple hours. You know, a number of hours to kind of get pretty into it. And I just picked the longbowman again, but that's okay. I'll just show them off a little bit more here.
Drive out the enemy.
Yes, sir. There are 7 maps that have a lot of detail. The graphics in the game are pretty good, I must say. Visually, it's a neat game. Like I alluded to earlier, and a lot of the maps aren't very many open areas to really use the horses effectively. So most of the people in the game, even though probably everybody can afford horses if they played it, you know, at least a couple hours, most everybody is on foot. Yep, here we go. Ladies. That was bad. Ooh, there I got wounded. When you get wounded, you have to bandage within 10 seconds, which takes 5 seconds to do before you bleed out.
We are winning.
It also takes 5 seconds to execute someone, which gives someone else the opportunity to come in and take you out. I'm getting revived by this friendly guy right here. Hi, thanks. Yep, I just shot my own guy. So I'm gonna bandage here. There you go, good as new. There's no health counter, but there are little spots of blood that appear on the side. So there's a injured guy, I'm gonna help him. There you go. Oh, come on. I just got attacked by my own. And that guy just stole it. Thanks. Thanks a lot. So you stab me and then steal my heal points. He just got shot by an arrow. You see the arrows sticking out of people and stuff. There are some people that are really good at arrows. They usually don't do one-shot kills, though. But they are very, very annoying. Alright, I'm just going to respawn here. Like I said, I don't really play the archer classes very much. So we'll go. And then there's a foot knight. You can see all the default classes have fully developed perks. But my classes do not yet. So I'm going to pick my sword guy that I just upgraded. And spawn. And here we go. Let's try to go capture this objective here. Which we did.
We have achieved all of our objectives.
Dead end there. So the battles are really chaotic, which is probably partially on purpose, I would say. Oh, what? Sorry. I'm totally lost.
We have the upper hand.
Oh, hi. When you swing it, actually, if you're near a wall or something, it'll cling into the wall, which is pretty cool. Okay, there we go. Execute. Ha 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 ha. You can steal other people's executes. Like, if there isn't a delay saying, like, oh, if you knock them down or cause more damage, you can have access to them first. So, at first I really did not like the combat, but the more I play it, sorry. The more I played, the more, oh, hi. Ah. I think we just killed, yeah, we just swung at each other and killed each other out. That was interesting. Let's see if there's any friendly people around to revive me. Yeah.
I beg you, mercy.
Come on.
I beg
Heal me.
mercy.
Heal me. Heal me. Come on. There you go. Get your experience points. Thank you very much.
The enemy is nearly defeated.
When you swing, you have to there we go. Execute. You have to bypass their armor and their shields. Oh, see, that's why the execute is dangerous. Got hit by an arrow. It used to be an adventure. Here we go. I like the execution system because it shows you pretty directly who just killed you, so you can go hunt them down. I think that's interesting. Let me switch to my spear guy. Spears basically just let you attack from a longer range away, but they have less freedom. You kind of have to connect with the spear part of it, which makes sense. You can see here, the more you move, the faster you move, so that's kind of the run mechanic to it. You see I'm hitting the shield. There's different, yeah, keep hitting the shield. Oh, there we go. We won. Yay for us. Alright, next battle. Again, the deathmatch mode is basically the same thing, you know, as Conquest. So, let's see if I can upgrade my spear guy. You know, I have 3,000? Probably not. So, you got a whole bunch of different weapons. I mean, there's a lot of customization. It just takes a little bit of time to unlock it all. It actually kind of plays more like a, yeah, I need 4,000 to do anything with this. Kind of plays more like a free-to-play if they were just to, like, you know, increase the amount here by, like, 10 times. You can pick different helmets. I have that one right there. One of the medium helmets. I can actually buy the heavy helmet, but I don't really need it, I don't think. Because it just makes you move slower. And then there's different types of armor. The heavy armor costs 18,000, which is ridiculous. So I just roll with the medium. And then that's 18,000 too. Armor's really expensive. So, and then you can buy a mount if you decide to unlock that perk that allows you to do it. And then that's basically it. And that's the game. So, and it takes some practice to kind of learn the combat. Auto join. Doesn't really matter.
For the Red Rose.
I'm gonna go with my sword guy. When it's like a lot of people around, the sword guy seems to be a lot better. So, this game's not for everybody. The combat takes a little bit of time and it's pretty slow paced.
Drive out the enemy.
Just because of the, you know, the style of swinging sharp objects at people instead of shooting them with a gun. But I think for people interested in that style of combat, it's a good melee type game. The features could be improved. Like I said, the tutorials are terrible. And there's only 2 game modes now. So you get a lot more experience points in Conquest too, because you get points for capturing. Which, at the beginning of the match, ends up being, you get basically free 2,000 XP by capturing the first 2 points. Which is basically a gimme. Jump! Run! So it's gonna become rather hectic here in about 30 seconds. Okay, where's C? Over that way. Alright, here we go. Bloodletting time. Oh, there's a horse. Horses are pretty crazy. You can just basically charge through everybody. Hey, ladies. Ah, yeah, I gotcha. And he stole my execution. That's okay. Ah. Another thing you can do is, thank you for healing me. You can actually design your, your little shield thing that's on your armor and your shield, your design. So that's kind of cool. There's a pretty good number of options there. Am I gonna get healed here, or am I gonna get executed? No. He's coming over. Sorry, haha. Denied you 300 experience points. Alright, let's go back to my spear. I see you. I'm going to find you. I will revive you. You get a lot more experience actually for reviving than you do for executing. And you can see here, you know, it's hard. In my opinion, it's too hard to aim because your aim and your view is the same thing, you know? So it makes it really hard to kind of precisely aim, which actually may be part of the point, to be honest. Yeah. Haha. Gross. Apparently weapons have health, but I've never seen a weapon like get destroyed. So I don't really know what that value is for. I'm just gonna yield here because I'm surrounded by red guys. I kind of like the sword and the I'm not even in the squad. I kind of like the sword and the shield equally. You know, like I said earlier, spawning with your squad's kind of unfair because like this was an even fight for the enemy until I spawned on my squad leader. You want to get him? There you go, buddy. Enjoy. I think the game would have. I think I would have liked the controls better if it was first person, so that your aiming and your view wouldn't be tied to the same controls. Yeah, I'll take him since you're walking away. Take that. Oh. Oh. So mean. There you go. Thank you, sir. I'll steal your kill. Haha. I think pretty much everybody does it. I mean, sometimes when the person's right next to them, you know, you just kind of be nice and wait, but... Stabby, stabby. Aw. Thanks. Oh, hi. You can charge when you're infantry, too. Yeah, get back here. Ugh. Fail. I kind of wish the game was about $10 cheaper. It's $30. I think if it was $20, I'd be able to recommend it a lot more, but you know, the combat's a little hard to manage in my opinion, so I don't think I'm going to be playing it any more than, you know, what I have to do for the review video, so Oh, sorry, buddy. I deny you. He has like a dagger. I block you. There we go. Now I got this other guy to worry about though.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
I beg you.
He yielded before I was able. There's a delay to yield, so a person has a chance to execute you, but since this other guy was here... Ah, I stink. I'll go back to the sword. I will find you, Paladin 333.
Mercy.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I didn't realize that I just got revived. Oops. My bad. Yeah. Alright. See if my guys can take this guy out. Ah! Snuck up from behind. He looks so sad. Because he's dead.
I beg for mercy. Please. I beg you.
Jeez. Some rounds are better than those. I think I'm gonna jump into a death match here. It actually saves your experience points. Even if you quit a game early, which is nice, so you don't lose it if you have to leave or anything. Doesn't give you a penalty for leaving early. Let's see if we can find a death match here with a decent ping. The answer is no. Yeah. That might have been the server I was on. Oh well, it's basically the same thing. Different map here.
The House of York shall prevail.
And we'll go spear.
The enemy has the upper hand. Hold the fortification. Drive out the enemy.
It's a rumble in the river. That's where all the action is. Well, geez. Excuse me.
Please. I beg you.
I better yield. There's no friendly people around here except for the guy on the horse. And we'll go sword. Come back here. So he gives you how much damage you cause. I have no idea how much health. Like, is it 100? Is that what people have? I don't know. Oh, I'm gone. Sorry. And we'll go back to the longbowman here for a little bit. Try it from the other side of the river here. Swimmy, swimmy. I like being able to pick your own perks. Nope. Way too slow.
We're on the verge of defeat. Defend the fortification.
Yeah, that was not going to end well. Hi. See how much gold I have between matches here. I got like 17 that match. Landed like 2 hits. Alright, let's see here. Try to upgrade my spear a little bit. Got C 3000 still. That's not enough. You need 4000, I think. Yep. Oh well. See if we can go back and try to find a death match. Yeah, 7 out of 8. Yeah, I'll do this one. Kind of a bad ping, but I haven't had any issues with pings or finding servers. Except for, of course, when I'm trying to do the video for show off deathmatch, but you know.
For the white road.
Alright, sword boy.
Kill the enemy.
If you insist. If I can find any enemies. There they are. Hi. Ooh, that was a good one. Come on. One-on-one battles are pretty... Oh, you suck. Calling in your horse friend, are you? See if I can do this before the horse guy notices. Yeah, I'm awesome. Oh, hi. Ah. I was probably pretty low health there after that battle. I think we'll play this one to the end and then that'll be good. Should give you a good idea what the game's all about. So, like I said, initially I found, and I still kind of do, the control scheme is kind of hard to aim correctly, but it's a pretty decent melee game. Back for more, eh? Ah. Oh, sorry. So I'm bouncing around so I forget which type of weapon I have. Let's try spear this time. I will do so much better. 3-on-1, well that's not very fair. Haha. Must have. Ah, nice. No, don't yield, you wuss. Horse knocked over his own guy. Alright, I'm out of here. Yeah, let's try the pole axe. Why not? It sounds potentially dangerous for all. Wow, that body kind of flew like downhill and stuff. Get him. Alright, bandage. Ah. What do we got here? My guy's bleeding. He's got a void. Respawn here. Only got 30 seconds left. Let's see if we find anybody. That short amount of time. I don't know why it spawns you with the secondary weapon instead of primary weapon. Well, the other thing is mouse wheel doesn't like change your weapons. So that's kind of annoying. That you have to actually use the number keys for it. I knew there was something I needed to complain about. Charge! Well, there we go. I was defeated. Oh, and another thing is that when the match is over, you can't actually exit the match. You have to load the next map. And then you can exit. That's kind of weird. Even though the load times are really short. I don't know. Yeah, you know, 5-second load times, but still, it's kind of weird. Oh, there you go. That is War of the Roses. Like I said, the control scheme for aiming is a little odd. And that makes approaching and learning the game a little bit more difficult. It increases the learning curve. Some of the features could be more fleshed out, especially the tutorial. You know, add a couple more game modes in. But there is a lot of stuff to unlock. You know, you can do ranged, mounted, or melee combat. The melee combat's pretty satisfying when you can execute the moves that you want to execute. Personally, I kind of like the style of combat in Mount and Blade more. It's a little bit more intuitive, in my opinion. But there are certainly some things to like about War of the Roses. The graphics are good. The executions are very nice. And the delays for bandaging and reviving allow you to kind of sneak in and kill people. So that's it for today. Until next time, bye now.